All right, well, with one of the newest brands and obviously newest cars to launch in Australia this year, this is the Cupra Formentor VZE, which is the mild hybrid version of the kind of jacked up crossover hot hatch little Cupra. Now, for those of you who don't know, Cupra is an arm of Volkswagen. It's from Spain, but it's basically, yes, the Spanish Volkswagen. And as you can see, this car is about Volkswagen Golf kind of size. Now this one here, the VZE, is priced at $66,990 drive away, which is the same as the more powerful petrol-only all-wheel drive VZX. But here you get a mild hybrid. The colour that you see there and the trim that you see there, this is a standard car, no options. The Nevada white there is one of 7 choices, and this is obviously a no cost. 19-inch wheels are standard. You can add for about $2,000 a panoramic roof, and for about $2,700 you can add power heated and leather seats inside. I'll show you under the bonnet while we're here. Actually, for charging, you've obviously got an AC Type 2 plug there. So under the bonnet of the VZE, oh, here we go, pardon me. Under the bonnet of the VZE is a 1.4 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, obviously the mild hybrid system. Now, electric only, you're running roughly 85 kilowatts. And the petrol only is 110 kilowatts, but combined you've got 180 kilowatts, 350 newton meters, but running electric only you've got around 58 kilometers range is the claim. Now, Cupra claim combined cycle fuel consumption of 1.9 litres per 100, but we know with mild hybrids that's pretty rare to get. Now in the boot, where we've got 345 litres, you've got remote releases here for the rear seats. It's a 60/40 fold with a ski port in there. Obviously charging cables. There's nothing under the floor because of the hybrid system. Running to the back seat now. Reasonable legroom for a car like this, and again, like I said, it is sort of golf sized. In the back, you've got power outlets. There is a central armrest, and this car, as I said, it has got cloth seats. You do have to step up to get leather in these things. Now, running to the front, I'll jump in. There's lots of cool little elements here. You can see, the bronze trimming around the cabin there does sort of set the Cupra apart from other Volkswagens and other sort of SUVs in this area. What we've got is a full digital instrument cluster there with the radio on. Full digital instrument cluster that can be changed. You can update the views as you've seen previously on other cars with the digital instrument. You can basically configure that to what you want. When you're here too, you can change what you want to see on either of the side dials. So you can actually set it up for some personal settings. Large touchscreen infotainment here in the middle. You've got various settings. We're not actually sure about the icons there that drive you around, but obviously we'll leave most of that for Glenn's review of the car. For EV settings, you've got all the bits and pieces there, but we've even got our drive modes where you can put it into Cupra, which is the most sportiest mode that it has. But one thing that is worth calling out, if you go into media, one of the things that you don't have, if we go to our FM stations there is no DAB, and I think that's definitely worth calling out in a car like this. Now around the cabin, it's very, very similar to what we've seen in the other Volkswagen product at the moment. It's quite Spartan inside. It's nicely built, but it is pretty Spartan. I'll turn the lights on. Oops, sorry, don't mind me. I'll turn the lights on so you can see. Now, ride height wise and size wise, it is similar to a Golf, as I said, but it does sit a bit higher. It sits a bit higher than the Golf. It sits even higher than a T-Roc, but a bit lower than a Tiguan. But there we go. So for all of the details, and of course the full detailed review with ratings, you can head on over to Drive.com.au and see what Glenn has to say. But for this, as just a walk around, this again is the Cupra Formentor VZE.